Hey there elites, how's it going? It's me, your guy Waddles, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build a super simple, compact, automatic honey bottle farm. This build will work on both Minecraft Java Edition as well as Bedrock Edition. This will work on Java versions 1.15 and newer. The build as a whole is super compact. You can probably build this pretty much anywhere in your base. If you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, let me know by dropping a like on today's video and subscribing for more tutorials just like this one. Also, don't forget about that elite tier merch. It's the freshest in the game. It's right down below the video. So to build this automatic honey farm, you will need these materials right here. In exact amounts, you'll need 1 beehive, 1 dispenser, 2 hoppers, 2 comparators, 1 repeater, 7 redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 2 chests, 18 placeholder blocks. Now these placeholder blocks can be pretty much anything. I like to use cobblestone slabs though because they're pretty common, and then 1 honey bottle. You will have to get one of those before setting this thing up. Now you'll also want to have plenty of glass bottles so you can continue to produce honey. You'll need a couple bees to power this farm and a handful of flowers as well. Any flowers except wither roses will work. You should also probably have some building blocks on hand. Now the build. This build is super simple. So you'll want to start by placing 2 chests right next to each other so you have a double chest. This will be your output chest. You'll go to this chest to collect all of your honey bottles. Now behind this double chest, place a hopper going into it and then place a temporary block right on top of that chest. On top of that hopper, place another hopper and make sure that hopper is going into this temporary block. After you've made sure that is the case, you can go ahead and remove that temporary block. Now, over here, right next to the hoppers, place 2 building blocks and place a beehive on top of those. Finally, you'll need a dispenser placed facing towards this beehive. Place your dispenser down and check all sides. If you can't see the hole, you are good. The dispenser is facing the beehive. Now to make this machine actually work, we'll need to set up 2 separate redstone circuits. Both circuits are very simple. The first circuit that we'll need to build is a simple hopper locking circuit. To do this, start by placing 2 building blocks just like that behind your lower hopper. Below those blocks, place 1 more, then go down a few blocks, place another building block there, and another building block there. Remove that from the middle so you have a shape that sort of looks like this. These building blocks can be anything. Now the circuit. Start with a comparator coming out of your top hopper. Behind the comparator, redstone dust, redstone dust. In this middle area, place a repeater going forwards. On this front block, place a single redstone torch just like that. That is the first circuit. Pretty simple. The next circuit will actually detect how much honey is inside of this beehive and will power the dispenser once the beehive is ready to be harvested. This circuit is even easier than the last one. To start, place some building blocks like that and just like that. Now, right behind that beehive, place a comparator. Comparators can actually detect how much honey is inside of a beehive. A beehive has 5 different levels of honey. Once the 5th level is reached, the beehive is ready to be harvested. So, take 5 redstone dust and place them on top of all your building blocks just like that. Grab 1 more building block and cut this line off right there. So now we have something that looks like this. As soon as the 5th layer of honey is reached inside of this beehive, the dispenser will be powered and the beehive will be harvested. But as it stands right now, if we start putting glass bottles inside of our dispenser to collect honey, the bottles will be filtered out of the dispenser. That is bad. We're definitely not trying to do that. So now we need to lock this hopper right here so only honey bottles are filtered out of this dispenser. To do that, grab 18 placeholder blocks and place them inside of your dispenser, really however you'd like. I'm going to do mine like this because I know this will work. So stack of 4, stack of 4, stack of 5, stack of 5. Now grab 1 single honey bottle and place it in the first slot. That's our item filter. Now only honey bottles can pass through this top hopper. So if we place honey bottles inside of the dispenser, they will be filtered out. If we place glass bottles inside of this dispenser, they will not. They will stay inside of this dispenser until they are actually turned into honey bottles. The honey bottles will be moved down into this chest right here so we can collect them up whenever we're ready to collect them. Now, you should probably know that due to how this hopper locking system is set up, 1 honey bottle will get locked in this bottom hopper as well. You can pull this honey bottle out whenever you'd like, but this top one will need to stay there forever. Never take this one out or things will get messed up. And so that is the entire machine. Now you can go ahead and cover up all of your redstone wiring, or you can leave it exposed if you want, but I kind of don't really want to see all of this ugly wiring, so we'll place a bunch of building blocks around this thing. after building around your machine or not, grab some flowers and plant them all around this thing. I definitely recommend placing more flowers in the front of this machine than the back of the machine, but the more flowers, the better. Sometimes the Minecraft Bees AI goes a little haywire and the bees will start wandering around, which could be a problem, so the more flowers around your beehive, the better probably. To make things even more secure, you could place this build inside of an enclosed room so any bees that are around it cannot go too far. That might actually be a pretty good idea, but it is technically optional. If you're not too worried about your bees potentially wandering away from this build, then skip the walls. You don't have to put it inside of anything. So after planting your flowers, getting bees over to this thing, and then maybe placing it inside of a bigger building, you are good to go. That is your fully automatic honey bottle farm. You can then collect your honey bottles and turn them into a bunch of honey blocks, or maybe even use the honey bottles for your main source of food. A little disclaimer here, as I've noticed in the Minecraft guide world, the first two bees can be a little uncooperative when it comes to claiming the beehive as their home. So you might want to find two bees, bring them over, and then breed those bees. The baby bee should have no problem at all going into the beehive, but you might not end up even having that issue, which would be a good thing. Again, I definitely do recommend putting this build inside of a building to prevent your bees from wandering too far away. It would be super bad to lose your bees. And that just about does it for today's tutorial. I hope this one helped you out. If you enjoyed the video, or if it did help you out, help me out by leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't done so yet. On the end card, you can catch my tutorial playlist with all of the tutorials that I have ever done. Thank you all very, very much for watching. All of my links are down in the description as always. My name is Waddles. Go have a good one. Until next time, elites, stay cool.